Yo, what's up, people? And this is the first entry in a series I'm gonna call Customization Nation. Now, we all know the current standard for Iron Man is the bleeding edge. And the interesting thing is, it's meant to be very minimalistic, but still hold enough of, armor plating where it's needed. Now, the thing about the toys is that they are cheap, so you can almost do anything with them, and it's not going to matter. It's not like you're buying an SH Figuarts and it's like $30. I decided to make some changes to my Hasbro Bleeding Edge. Now, as for the head, let's start from the top, go to the bottom. The head didn't need any changes. I don't know, I do agree it's a weird shape to put a human head in there, but I thought I had a cigarette burning. Sometimes what works, works. Now, as you can tell up top, I extended it a bit, and let's see, going to the sides, at the bottom, well, not the bottom, on the arms, I have extended it into a more traditional glove. I don't know, ever since I saw the design, I really thought, well, why not? And with the hand, the thumb is not in gold. I thought that, okay, so they're going to put a little slit of red. But, again, the whole conflict between, minimalism and a full-on Iron Man transitional design from, well, that's what I did. Let me stop and say this. That's what I designed this one to be. A transitional design, not from the technology of Extremis to Bleeding Edge, but design-wise. I looked at some of the concept drawings, well, more like matte paintings, but I think that, like, a full-on glove for Iron Man is definitely way more satisfactory. And as you can tell, I didn't mess with the arc lights at all. That's one thing that's very cool. So, spread out the arms and see if I can position this well. As you can see, I've made it look like, well, it has shorts. That was one thing they did with the concepts. You had kind of a full look around here. I even made it full here. But they had these red bands. And I thought, damn, that's good. I can't believe it didn't make it to the final design. And I kind of traded it off and made gold around this area, which I think transitions better, considering there's a little red right here, but then it goes straight into the calf area, and goes around to more of a half piece of armor and down. So my goal was not to mess with it too much, but to try to add some of the concept ideas and keep some of the regular ideas that were finalized into what I'm gonna actually really have to almost rename. Like Bleeding Edge Scratched Prototype. Now, as far as the technology, I'm intending it to be stored in Tony Hawk's. I'm just bummed because, I gotta wait till the 28th to get Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD. Now I know the Xbox Live people have access to it, and if they have enough, store points or whatever it is, they can get it. But the true nostalgia not only comes from everything included in HD, but playing it on PlayStation. I'm not counting that X2, whatever they did, basically with the same idea, trying to compile 1 and 2 into one giant game. I think the one thing they didn't do is do a best of levels. But with a lot of this design, I didn't mess with. The whole back of the torso, I didn't mess with. And it looks very complete. And I saw somebody do a design where they did Extremis, as to why some people are calling that design Extremis. I don't know. Where they cut out part of the knee pad and made it gold instead of keeping it red, and they also kept out the side cutouts. Really not in this design, but so here's kind of fuller design, showing you everything from head to toe. And yeah, I'm definitely not done with these gold areas right here. I gotta put some finisher on it and a little more gold. And I did do that with a jelly pen, because I want to do something different for Iron Man, because none of the gold has really ever been anything but flat gold or yellow gold. I was thinking, well, hey, I got jelly pens, why not sparkly gold? And I think, maybe as he shoots a repulsor ray, or, charges up for a unibeam, they could, glow. I don't think it's been done, but this is my design. Now, I think I've showed this maybe once, but this is my improvement on the Mark VI for the movie line. First thing that I guess comes to mind is, holy shit, that's a lot of gold. But I wanted to make it different. I mean, Iron Man has been called the Golden Avenger on numerous occasions, so I'm just filling that in. Now the face, I was putting, gold jelly pen over the mouth, because I feel like, yet again, some crap on my camera, whatever. So I can get a good view of that. It is incomplete. And I mentioned the whole tribal design, like tattoos on the face and tribal markings. I'm gonna go back to that and engrave it so that it has a place to stay. With the torso, for the most part, I liked it. But I was wondering, what if I could make something that looks random and kind of a, okay, this guy's got a plan type of deal. I already did the yellow gold. So, I didn't want the whole top to be gold. I thought that would be bad. We're not dealing with some of the initial Iron Man designs. Now, one thing, I was trying to make my own extremist out of this. Ended up coloring the whole legs, the whole of both legs red. So, I decided, okay, I'm going to kind of make it like a fading red. And on the side, have the cutouts that are in the extremist design. Now, for the upper shin, I was originally doing in gold, but as you can see, I guess I got carried away. So, I was thinking of a mostly golden boot, but at the bottom, still have it red, and highlights. I was thinking right here, I would do some molding and have a repulsor node. I think that would be a good idea because they don't do that in the movie designs. So, turn your head, Iron Man. And yes, I did decide to give him an entirely gold hand. Well, at least on the top. Bleeding Edge had one gold thumb, and that's it. The Iron Man 3 Mark 8 has 2 gold fingers on the top and red on the bottom. And more of like a gauntlet feel. So I was thinking to myself, what if I could make a mini gauntlet feel? And I'm damn well adding a repulsor node to that. I'm toying with the idea of making it a triangle. And from that little angle, it looks amazing. As you can tell, as you can see, I cut out, well, not cut out really, but I stopped right before the finger's end. Almost insinuating something like a nail. But I don't know, it looked good to me, so. And in the back, it's completely normal. It's really like I didn't do anything. And because of the coloration right here, it looks like the Mark III, even though it is Mark VI. So as you can tell, this is an ongoing project. But I'd love to hear your advice, especially hardcore Iron Man fans. Let's see if I can get this in an interesting pose. It's a WIP. And I guess a little bit too much of the gold, but I really, even to this day, with all the Iron Man armors, Mark 37, and, you know, he's starting over with that, like, very technologically advanced ablative modification to fight the Mandarin with Ezekiel Stane in the comics. I was trying to make an equal balance of gold, that silver that lets you know he's still working on the outfit, and, you know, pretty much a shiny crimson. So I love anyone's advice. You know, send me some private messages, or you know, give the video some hits. And the one thing I think that, in the end, I want it to be as smooth and free-flowing as the Mark VII armor from the Avengers movie. That would be my goal. Something, you know, that really looks as smooth as this, with this. I know that black, wait, let's see if I can, oh, that looks good. That is sexy. That is the sex. Why can't I get, let's like bend it up, fucking almost break it. Maybe I should get that kind of a silver gold. That's it. I can continue the flow with LED lights. I got it. YouTube, thank you for your continued support in the random videos that I do. And I would love to see people who customize action figures and model kits help me out with this. So, peace, my typical love and chicken grease. And the truth is, you can lead a chicken to Crisco, but you can't make it fry.